Hey guys, so hopefully things will start to be getting back to normal soon. This week I'm going to do a request video that I got last week. I asked you guys to give some requests, and I'm going to touch on this one kind of fast because it started a big discussion on my Facebook, so I thought that it actually might be a really good idea to go ahead with this. I got a video request to do a video on my sexuality because I mentioned that I didn't know what my sexuality was, and rather than just focus on my sexuality, I thought we'd talk about sexuality and labels in general, kind of. For the longest time, I thought I was straight. Well, up until I started dating my first girlfriend. How old was I? Like 19? 20? Before I went into the relationship. I had a big discussion with a group of my guy friends, actually, and I was like, well, I don't know if I'm actually, like, sexually attracted to her, or if I just really like her and want to spend a lot of time with her, or all this stuff, and they were like, Megan, I think that you're just scared to admit that you're attracted to girls. And I was like, ooh, that might be true, and they were like, but you're totally, like, all for gay rights, and you have all that dumb yaoi and stuff. They're like, why is it so bad if you're gay? And I was like, well, that's a good point. And for me, I had been denying it for a long time because of my parents, mostly my mother. So I just decided to go ahead and accept it, that I at least was attracted to her, and worry about that other kind of stuff later, because what did it matter? I was attracted to her, so we dated, blah blah blah. And since we've broken up and stuff, when people ask me what I am, I'm still just kind of like, I don't know. I think the main problem is that we as people try to focus too much on labels, and I don't really get it. Especially because now there are so many labels out there. No offense to Tumblr, but I think you're just confusing people more, because at first I thought I was just bisexual, and then people were like, well, pansexual, and I was like, okay, yeah, maybe I'm that. And then people were like, well, demisexual, and I was like, okay. And then people were like, wait, you could be a demisexual homo-romantic, or all the pan-romantic? There's so many labels out there that I'm just like, oh, what the fuck am I? So, my advice to everybody else is probably don't focus so much on labels. If you need a label, if that makes you comfortable, go for it. If you see something and you're like, yeah, that's me, like, go, do that. But I think pressuring other people into picking a label is wrong and something you shouldn't really do. Like I said in my last video, the only thing that I'm really comfortable saying with is that I'm queer, because that just pretty much means different. For some reason that one sits with me well, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know, I'm queer. I like what I like, and I don't really feel the need to put any other type of label on it. I guess my problem with labels is that I have so many questions, and I think that human beings are really complicated, and thus when you talk about putting two human beings together, like, it becomes more complicated, and when you talk about humans' feelings, it's even more complicated. So it's like, can you really put a label on this kind of stuff? Cause I can't even label my own damn feelings. I don't understand how other people do it. I'm kind of a firm believer in just like the Kinsley scale, where I'm like, I'm like here. I fall like here. I think my number was 4 or something, where I was like, tendency to be homosexual, but you know, it's a scale and it goes woo 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 woo, and that makes me feel comfortable because it flows and it leaves rooms for discrepancies and nothing's like black and white. So that's me. So that's my 2 cents, and if you guys don't like it, you can suck it. I'll see you guys next week. If you have any more video suggestions you want to see, or you want me to ramble at you guys, just go ahead and leave a comment, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye. I just think there's too much pressure to be put on labels. I think that we're human beings, we're not food. You don't need to worry about labeling yourself, because you don't need to worry about other people being allergic to something that's inside of you. Labels are important for objects, not for people.